So what we're going to do today is make an orzo salad with some vegetables and parsley and herbs and stuff. So I'm going to cook a box of orzo, and it's about 5 quarts of water, just like regular pasta. And in about 10 minutes, I'll take it out. So with this pasta dish, I'm choosing the sweet peppers, to add the sweet peppers, grape tomatoes, and because I had leftover mushrooms, I want to cook them, I'm going to put those in too. So I recommend that you always add the tomatoes. It just tastes good with the pasta. You know, it's tomatoey, but it's fresh. And I also recommend you use some kind of vegetable that's crunchy. Like I'll either use peppers or asparagus. And because I had these mushrooms, I'm going to throw them in. But you don't have to use mushrooms. You don't have to use these. You can throw in asparagus. But I always recommend that you do the tomatoes with it.
What's some other vegetables I can use instead of mushrooms?
Zucchini. You can use zucchini. You can use summer squash or regular green peppers. So the first thing I do is I'm going to season the veggies, get them ready, so when the pasta's ready, I can add everything in there. Okay, so the trick to this dish is to prep everything and get it ready. So the first thing I did was I washed all the veggies, put them aside, and got them ready. Okay, so you just coat it, olive oil, yeah, a little pepper, and a little salt. Mix it together, coat it all, and I just put it on either a cookie sheet or tray, and I put it under the broiler.
Okay.
And I just wanted to break it down a little bit. I'm not trying to get it all cooked, just break it down because I still want it a little crunchy for the salad. Okay, so these mushrooms, like I said, I had these left over in the refrigerator, so I kind of just peeled them off. They're a little old, but they're good. I'm just going to quarter these. I'm going to try to get all the pieces that kind of the same size.
So you peeled the skin off of them?
I did only because usually I wipe them down. I take the stem out and wipe them down, but they were getting older, so I didn't want, you know, all the wet parts, so I just peeled it. I'm going to just cut the big ones, try to make them in uniform pieces. The thing about the pepper is because it's going to take the longest to broil, I do that first.
Okay.
And then these other things, it's really quick. I'm putting a little bit of oil, black pepper and salt, just to get it a little bit seasoned up. And get it all coated. The tomatoes, and these are going to go in last because they get done really fast. You'll see it. It's probably going to be better for me to show it to you once it comes out. Okay. Okay. Drain it, and then you want to cool it down. Just put it in a large bowl while you're finishing all the veggies. And what I do with this, I coat it with a little oil so it doesn't get all dry and sticky. Then you just mix it, coat the oil in there nice and gently. Once the pasta is done and you coated it with oil, you don't have to worry anymore. You can just keep working on the veggies. So I want to cut the parsley. So like half a bunch of parsley. You know, it comes in bunches. And when you do this dish, it's probably better that you have everything prepped. So you want to get all the veggies done, prepped and waiting. But I wanted to show you how to make it. That's what we did now. So if you prep all your veggies, have them all cooked and ready to add, it's going to make it easier. Okay, that's done. It's still going to hold its own, but it's cooked. Couple more minutes. See how it's like split and it's a little wrinkly? It's just done. It's still fresh, just a little bit cooked. You'll see it splits up. That's what you want. While it's cooling down, the orzo, if you see that it's in clumps or drying together, just fluff it gently with a fork. It'll separate. You can get these peppers. They come in a bag at any grocery store. Do you want me to show you what the bag looks like? And they come in small bags. You don't have to get a big, large one. Now I just cut it with a small knife, you know, the tops, so that I don't waste it. But you can use a small knife or just tear it out. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, for this pasta salad, we're going to use lemon and extra virgin olive oil dressing. So it's really easy. I'll take the seeds out later before I add the oil. And again, you want to do 3 to 1, so just figure out that, you know, from the lemons.
3 parts olive oil, 1 part lemon juice.
3 to 1, yep. So I'm going to put a little bit more oil. Okay, so the only seasoning I'm using in this olive oil lemon dressing is salt and pepper. So you want to add a generous amount of say a teaspoon of salt, or a teaspoon, and then half a teaspoon, I guess, of pepper.
There was some discretion about the lot. Do you mean a teaspoon or a tablespoon?
No, this one I mean a teaspoon.
Okay.
Yeah. Salt and teaspoon, yeah. Yeah, last time I said a teaspoon of butter.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a tablespoon. No, this is definitely a teaspoon. Okay, so now I'm ready to put it all together. So we have the orzo, which I kind of gently fluffed it back up. Remember, we add a little olive oil so it doesn't stick, right? Okay, so I'm going to put in all my veggies. So pepper, because this is a real pasta veggie salad. It's not just about the pasta. And my mushrooms. Man, these are still a little hot. And I'm going to, what I like to do is, I like to add the tomatoes because they're so delicate. I want to add the tomatoes after I've added everything and mixed it, okay? So now the parsley. And again, you just want to, you can use your favorite veggies. You can use your favorite veggies, but you always have to have the parsley, well, the dressing, of course, but you want to add parsley. And my recommendation is that you always add the tomatoes, and then you can add anything else you want. And just gently toss it. It's so good, this thing. Oh my God.